the South African under-20 rugby team is set to arrive in South Africa this morning. They beat six-time champions New Zealand in Italy on Saturday. The Junior Boks broke a 13-year drought, winning their World Rugby Under-20 Championship for the first time since back in 2012. Watching developments for us at OR Tambo International Airport is SABC News sports reporter Simon Berg, who joins us now live. And Simon, the future of rugby in the country is clearly in safe hands.
It's a quiet OR Tambo arrivals terminal, although it is picking up. There are some dedicated South African supporters who turn up, rain or shine, to welcome home a new achieving national side. And this time we're welcoming back the under-20 national rugby team. They're the world champions, beating New Zealand in the final. It's a third national team to beat New Zealand in a World Cup final after the 95 Springboks and the 2023 Springboks. The Junior Springboks, the Baby Boks as they call them, have followed suit. So let's take a walk around the arrivals terminal and get a feel for things. I can show you some fans here. This is the dedicated base as we pan over to them. They're picking up. The voices are getting there. They're singing, a lot of excitement. It's a kind of welcome that you would expect from a team that has won a world championship, become the world champions. These are youngsters, as I say, they're under 20s. They've achieved for their country. They absolutely set the tournament alight in Rovigo in Italy. They blazed a trail, beating New Zealand in the final. That was just one of their scalps. They absolutely thrashed Australia, destroyed England, put Scotland to the sword, Argentina in the semi-finals, and then New Zealand announcing themselves on the world stage, showing to the rest of the world that the next generation of Springboks is just as strong as the current generation of Springboks. An ominous sign to the rest of the world, but absolutely putting the South African supporters in good spirits and letting them know that they have a team to get behind. And they do. They get behind this team, absolutely. We're going to bring in a super fan, Mr. Machaka. You will see this guy. He's on all the television screens together with Mama Joy, with Buerta. He's one of South Africa's finest fans in full voice. Machaka, tell us, how do you feel about the Junior Boks? It's another world title.
We can't stop celebrating, my brother. You know, unbelievable performance by our Baby Boks. You know what? Beating the rivals, it was not child's play. We did very well in Italy, and they're bringing nothing but a trophy back home. This is what we have been waiting for, my brother. And they took a leaf from the senior Springbok as we pretend the Georgia in Mbombela. I said to myself, after they announced that the Big Boks will be playing against in the final, I told myself that, you know what? We are bringing the trophy back home. This is the greatest thing for South Africa. It's all about celebration, my brother. Nothing else, nothing much. And thanks very much. We are very, very proud of our Baby Boks. They did very well. They did wonders. Just beating our rivals all the time is a great feeling. We must just keep on celebrating.
And it's important to give them a strong welcome at the airport. That's something South Africans do very well. And you're one of the people who leads them in song. And you've got the song kicking off quite well here.
You know what? We don't come here for nothing. We come here to celebrate. As you are seeing behind me, the supporters, singing and cheering our Baby Boks. We are waiting for them. Nothing else. We are saying South Africans, let's rally behind our team. Let's rally behind our nation. But one thing that I should even emphasize is to say, I'm appealing to the private sector. Please put your money where your mouth is. Come into sport and make sure that, you know what, from the junior level to the senior level, they get a financial support to make sure that, you know what, we bring in the cheers and the vibe here in South Africa. It's all about vibe here in South Africa. We are very much proud of our all national team. And even also, to Banyana, they're on the verge of qualifying once again for WAFCON final. And we are saying, go out there, guys, ladies, and bring the trophy back home, beat Nigeria and be in the final, and we want to see you here in South Africa with the trophy. And good luck to Banyana as well.
Machaka, we value your support. Thank you very much. I think you should go and pick up the song again because the arrival is imminent. I can tell you that the team is close to arriving here. They're on a Turkey flight from Istanbul. They should be arriving any minute. Again, the supporters are picking up here. It is a niche. This is a niche national team, the under-20s. Not a lot of people knew that they were out in Rovigo in Italy competing, but now that they've won, a lot of people have shown up at the airport, and again, important to give them a good welcome, a good reception, let them understand what they're playing for when they play for South Africa. And as you can see, there's lots of diehards here in their green and gold. It's an important moment and a proud moment for South Africans to get behind their side, and we will hear later on from the team what has transpired in Italy, because I'm sure they didn't think they were going to receive such a reception, but this is what they find themselves at. The first Junior Boks team since 2012, emulating the 2012 team that won the first Under-20 Championship for South Africa. And that team brought in the likes of Steven Kitsoff, Peter Steph Dutoy, Marvin Ari, even Paul Villensa for France. So it is a tournament that brings in the next generation. You pay attention to the players who play in this tournament, and you remember the names, because those are the teams, those are the supporters are going to be screaming for those names later on. So that's what's happening at OR Tambo. Again, a tentative wait, but it should be imminent, and we're going to come to you live as soon as the team comes out, Ayanda.
And we absolutely cannot wait. Simon Berg, for now, live to us from OR Tambo International Airport. What a time to be South African.
What a moment for South African rugby. The Junior Boks have just landed back home, and they didn't just bring their luggage, they brought a trophy. That's right. South Africa's under-20 rugby team pulled off something spectacular on Saturday evening in Italy. They went toe-to-toe with the mighty New Zealand, 6-time champions, and came out on top. For the first time in 13 years, the Baby Boks are World Rugby Under-20 champions. Imagine the roar at the airport this morning. Families, fans, airport staff, everyone dropping their coffee to cheer as the future of South African rugby walked through those arrival gates with gold around their necks and pride in their stride. And who could blame them? They didn't just beat anyone. They beat New Zealand. Let's say that again. They beat New Zealand. That's like climbing Everest in flip-flops. Now let's rewind just a bit. The last time South Africa won this championship was in 2012. Yup, 13 years ago. Some of these boys were probably still in nappies back then. And here they are now, writing their names in the history books. This isn't just a rugby win, it's a statement. A declaration that the next generation of Springboks is not just coming, they've arrived. And the way they did it. Poetry in motion, tackles that echoed through the Italian hills, precision passes, and a defensive line that refused to break. New Zealand threw everything at them, offloads, step backs, cross kicks, and the Junior Boks just said, "Is that all you got?" It was gutsy, gritty, and glorious. This final wasn't just a game, it was a war. One where every inch of grass was earned, and every point celebrated like a birthday. And at the heart of it all was teamwork. No solo showboats, no selfish plays, just 23 young warriors in green and gold, playing with heart, discipline, and the kind of unity that makes rugby such a beautiful sport. Let's talk about that final score again. South Africa victorious over New Zealand. That's the kind of headline that gives every rugby fan in Mzansi goosebumps. For years, New Zealand has been the big boss at youth level. But this time, it was South Africa who had the final say. The drought is over, the wait is done, and the trophy is home. And it's not just the win, it's what this win represents. It tells the world that South African rugby is deep. That it's not just about the seasoned Springboks at the top, but about the incredible talent being nurtured right here, in our schools, in our academies, in our townships. These boys are the future. And after what we just saw, the future looks like a problem for everyone else. Their arrival back this morning was more than just a homecoming. It was a celebration, a chance to look these young champions in the eyes and say, "Well done, boys. You made us proud." And they didn't just make South Africa proud, they inspired it. In a country that's been through a lot lately, this victory brought something powerful: unity, hope, and joy. From dusty club fields to a world stage in Italy, the Junior Boks have shown that dreams do come true when you wear that jersey with pride and play your heart out. Their names might be young, but their legacy has already begun. So here's to the boys who brought the cup home. Here's to the coaches who believed, the parents who sacrificed, and the fans who never stopped cheering. But most importantly, here's to the future, because if this weekend is anything to go by, South African rugby is in very good hands.